So it's day one of rebuilding vlog. Well, what I'm doing, the first thing when I'm starting my movement is walking, just barefoot walking, barefoot. Why? It's good to be in touch with life, and it's a good feeling to walk in a tropical island, not an island, but a tropical climate. First thing in the morning. Obviously I didn't wake up now because the sun is like 7:20, so now the sun is coming up, which is the time that I come out to get some sunlight on my body. I woke up at 4:45, very early today. I can't really sleep, my body is stressed, so that's why the inspiration of rebuilding vlog series. So while I'm walking one round, I will explain the plan. And the plan is to walk, warm my body up, then mobilize my joints, then do some calf massage and vibrating exercises, and then Qi Gong. And once that is done, we are going inside to continue strengthening the body. I will show you, by the way, the view from here, because it is crazy good. So strengthening the body, stability, core exercises, squats, push-ups, simple exercises, not too hard, not too intense, repetition, greasing the groove. So once that is done, we are continuing with stretching, relaxing the body, not for flexibility, but just to open up. My body got really stiff and really tight. I've never been very flexible at all. I could never touch my toes. I was always playing video games and sitting, and just my body didn't develop that athleticism and elasticity that allows people to move freely. So I'm playing catch up, which is comparison, but I don't. Like I accept now where I am, what's my goal, my vision for the future, and I'm going to work towards it just like I did until now with everything else in my life. But this time just really sharing how I will do it. So follow along. If you find this helpful, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what do you find helpful. If you don't understand something, let me know, ask me a question. Or if you want to learn something deeper with me, Qigong, mobility, bodybuilding, bodyweight exercises, flexibility, breathwork, meditation, something, let me know and we will work together. So now I'll set up the tripod for the movement, because this is the room that is the office. The sun is right there, coming up every morning at 7:15. I timed it perfectly. And yeah, the background, I didn't really show it to you, but maybe, yeah, you can see it's beautiful mountains. I'll show it to you next time. So for now, let's get started. Tripod set up. Now starting the movement with joint mobilization. I am simply moving my joints 7 times each direction, full circles. And then repeat on the other side. Nothing fancy really. This is just the foundation, what I am doing every day. And there are different variations. and you will see that in the coming vlogs. So first we start with the ankles, then we warm up the knees as well, all the while getting this great sunshine on my skin and on my face. It's free energy. Get out there and get some sun. Nothing fancy, but what works. Control your breathing. Don't push too hard. You might have pain in your body somewhere. I certainly do when I do these exercises. I feel my spine pinching. I feel my hip flexors pinching. But that's okay. Moving back to the knee. And when you do these movements, put your attention on the joints and the muscles that you move. Okay. Next is the spine, which we are doing spinal waves from left to right and from right to left. Imagine moving your vertebrae one by one. I close my eyes now because it's getting really sunny, bright. Just lean from one side to another. Lead with the top of the head. And feel your body unblock. Next is going to be front spinal waves. Pointing out your chin, then your chest, then your solar plexus, then the chest, I mean the belly, the stomach. And when you do this and film yourself from the side, you will see your limitations. And this is an honest preview of where you are. How much control do you have over your body? Okay. Moving the shoulders. If you feel pops and cracks of your body, it's okay. Make sure it's not painful, and make sure you don't overextend yourself in the beginning. Okay, and we are doing from side to side. This is pretty much painful to me. I feel weird pains in my body all over. And I wonder many times, like, why? I'm in good shape, I'm in good health. Why do I have so much physical pain in my body? I don't know. Maybe I will find out on this journey. Okay. Next, the elbows. Elbow circles. And next, wrist circles. We are almost finished with the joint mobilization exercises. We'll go back and do some more for the spine and the head, neck. After we did also the fingers. So I moved newly to this apartment complex. There's 3 towers, 5 levels each. I think 4 apartments on each ground, on each floor, not sure. And people are giving me a weird look because I am filming myself. I am talking to a camera. And I live in a Spanish speaking country. So they look at this gringo. Somebody just told me gringo. A couple days ago we visited a natural park of a volcano, and when we entered the parking spot, I heard somebody say gringo. Gringo means like American in the Spanish speaking countries. So lastly, some simple neck rotations. Mobilize the tension. The tension. Move away the tension. Side to side, and then touching the ears to the shoulders. Hola, baby. Mi amor just arrived. Come, baby. Here you go. I have a couple more minutes here, and then I'll come in, okay? And I will continue from inside. Take your time. So that's baby. Baby has been just in the gym and she looks fresh. Bye, baby. All right, last or second to last is up and down. Remember to keep breathing. And now neck rotations. One of my mistakes in my life is that I had the extreme mindset, very much the extreme mindset, which means that I was pushing as hard as I could do with everything I did. I started out with running when I was 18, 19 years old. And then I very quickly, in a couple weeks, I got injured. The plantar fasciitis and my, what is it called, this calf muscle tendonitis, calf tendonitis. Just, it was so painful to walk. When I woke up, I couldn't bend my toes or calves. This is how I was walking. So that is still not fully healed. Like 15, 17 years later, it's still not fully healed. But that's what's the consequences of not having enough awareness in your life. So this is what we do now. Mobility, done, finished, that's a wrap. Continuing from here, some vibrating after the Qi Gong. So first Qi Gong, which is the Qi Gong sequence that I learned, and then later it will be, there's a couple raindrops. Crazy. I see. Somebody just spritzed water out. All right. Qi Gong sequence. Stand, feet together. I will not give you the full breakdown of it because I have another video coming up for that. But for now, focus and follow if you wish. Open the palms and present. Squat down, exhale. Inhale, push up in your toes. Maintain on your toes. Exhale. Come down slowly on your toes. Touch the third eye. Touch your heart. Center. Look down. Open your arms and close the legs. That was sequence 1, section 1. Next is follow the palm with your eyes. This is very gentle mobility for the body. One day I will film soon a 1 hour, half an hour, 1 hour Qi Gong sequence practice, so you can follow along and practice. I don't claim myself to be a Qi Gong master, far from it. I'm not even a student or a practitioner. I could practice and be a student better. But I'm getting there. That was scissor the fists. Now fan and open the legs into a deep horse stance. Inhale. Exhale. Bow and arrow. This is the speed up version of it. Each section and move can contain 3 to 7 to 11 breaths, as many as you want. I'm doing 1 breath each. If I would coach somebody now, which I do with Flow 60, I would be much more understanding with them, just like I am now with myself. Meaning I would support them to take it very slow, very gentle, very low intensity in the beginning. There's nowhere to rush. It is always the eternal now. And when you realize this, that it's always the eternal now, there's never another time, you will start acting differently, like I do now. A couple years ago, I would never imagine myself speak on the camera. Open up your legs and 50% the weight distributed to the front and the back leg. But that comes with a lot of self-work and a lot of self-acceptance, self-encouragement, self-compassion, to see where I come from, what is my conditioning, who's my parents, who are my friends and my education. This was the 7th or 8th move, maybe 9th. This is the 9th, coming now. Open to the left. Circular motions. All designed to mobilize the body for vitality. Qi Gong, energy practice, breath practice, in other words. Switch sides. Open up again. Stretch up. Don't go full. I see people going to work. It's around 8 a.m. People here live an office lifestyle. They are with nice shirts, button up. I smile, I nod, and they don't do it back. It's okay. I probably look like a savage to them. Barefoot, in my shorts, half naked. Last move. Touch the third eye. Come down. Open the arms, close the legs, the closing section. Hold your lower dantian, your lower energy centers. Three deep breaths. And that was our Qi Gong practice for today. Next, I'll show you how I practice Qi gathering, energy gathering, but I won't keep you for the whole 10, 15, 20 minutes that I do. I open up my legs, shoulder width apart, feet forward, hips aligned, knees slightly bent, not fully locked out, slightly bent, and my hips a little back. Now, opening my palms forward and to the side. Breathe in as I raise my arms. And exhale as I drop my shoulders first, then my elbows, and from here my wrists. Turn the wrists out and inhale fully. And exhale. Very good. Turn the wrists out, lift to the side, facing forward. Drop the shoulders, then the elbows. Then the wrists. One more time. And the rest I'll continue on my own, and we'll see each other from inside the office, from where I'll continue with bodyweight exercises, breathwork, flexibility, meditation. Back in the office. So from here, continuing strengthening my body. I will do core exercises to start out with, and very simple ones. The first one is the hollow body hold, but I'm doing a modified version, which is just holding up my legs. I won't go through with the whole sequence, just a couple. I start with the hollow body hold, split into two. First my legs, and then the second part will be my arms. So I put my legs down, I raise my arms, squeeze my core, my abs, and come up from the floor a little bit. Now my whole goal here is not to get injured ever again. Is it possible? I don't know. I choose to believe it now. I try to not get injured. So therefore I will take it slow and easy in the beginning, and then I will see how it goes. So once that's done, I come to the side for a side plank. Squeeze my glutes, my core, and I do small pulses. Then I do a full plank. You can do it on your knees, but make sure you squeeze the glutes and the core. This is a core strengthening exercise. We can do rocks side to side. I used to do this, but not now, not yet. Next, on the other side, strengthening my other left core, obliques, and then coming back to my knees and coming down to all fours. So the next exercise I'll be doing is a bird dog, which is from a clinician called Stuart McGill, a spine specialist. And it's nothing fancy. You lift your opposite arms and legs, push through the floor with the palm that is on the floor, squeezing the glutes and arms, and that's all that you do for this variation. This is the simplest variation. This is the beginning, the basics, the foundations of core training, the really simplest versions. There are good mornings, seated good mornings, where, for example, let's say I'm sitting now, okay? You open up your hips and you simply hinge forward lean forward and come back. This opens up the groins and strengthens the lower back and the back muscles, because they have to work to bring you back. Okay, so this is the basics of my core training. Next, I move from the ground up, which means I will readjust a little bit the camera and I will show you the next sequence. Here we go for the next sequence, the tib raises. So strengthening the front of the shin, which is called the tib raises. I place my feet away from the wall. I put only my butt against the wall and I do raise my toes and my feet. I raise it up. I do 15, 20, 25, and I do 2 or 3 rounds of this whole circuit that I'm going to share with you, that I'm sharing with you right now. The further away you are from the wall, the harder it is, or the closer you are, the easier it is. Now you can also do one leg tib raises. Now those are more difficult, especially if you don't have shoes on, because now all the weight is only on one of your heels. And if you remember, I told you that I fucked up my Achilles tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, and everything is very sensitive there. So next I am doing calf raises, simple calf raises, not to gain a lot of muscle or strength. I am simply mobilizing and waking up my body again to movement, to what's coming. Keep breathing and relax the body while you do this. Only tense what is needed. That is our 4th principle from Flow 60, which is tense only what is needed. Always calm and relaxed. Therefore, stay calm and relaxed for every move that is not needed to be tensed. Okay, so right now I only tense my calf muscles, and because my intention is to train my calf muscles, therefore I squeeze them as hard as I can and I focus on them as hard as I can. So next, I trained my tibialis and my calves. Now I go into a squat. However, the squat that I'm doing is not a deep squat because of my L5 herniation. I am doing sumo squats and pulses. I don't hold it too much. The intention is to mobilize, okay? To get the body ready again, to move, to withstand the pressure, to contract the muscles, to wake them up, and so later they can relax. Once that's done, I move into a split squat, or in other words called lunge. I can feel now myself breathing heavier, but that's okay, that's what we want. So breathe heavier, breathe heavy. Other side. And get this, I used to be so much stronger. I used to do squats, deadlifts, everything, jumping lunges. I'm still capable of those, but I realize they don't build my muscle, they injure it. And recovery is my biggest problem right now. So once that's done, I go down to the floor, I perform some push-ups. I have resistance bands, which is good for shoulder raises, not just body weight, which is nothing, but that's also more than something, more than nothing. Body weight, because my arm weighs like 10 kilograms, or maybe even more. I do a couple reps, 8 to 10. And try to only activate my shoulder. This is a mindfulness meditation exercise. Next, I do opposite rows. Again, this is very little weight. It's not about that. It's about rebuilding the foundation that I can go back to the gym and train. By the way, I am ordering a pull-up bar, a low back extension machine, and an incline bench for my other room that we are living in. So therefore, I already bought myself this standing desk, and I will further invest into a pull-up bar, an incline bench, and a low back extension machine. Okay. Now next, again, shoulder raise on the other side. Scan your body. What does it need to be tensed? Relax it. Okay, opposite side rows, just to get the muscles activated. I am squeezing the muscles. Mind-muscle connection. The good thing is that once you build a mindset, that mindset never can be taken away from you. You see, I'm doing now some bicep curls. So I got depressed and victim mentality after my injury, but it's still there if I tap into it. And it's still there for you, even if you never developed it. You can still tap into it through me, through other videos that you are watching. Okay. Now, there's other back exercises that I perform on the floor, which are called prone cobra, Superman's, bent over arm raises, bend pull-aparts. My posture, thanks to my work as a manager, sitting a lot in front of the computer, and also my previous lifestyle of being a gamer for 10 to 14 hours to 16 hours a day, playing video games and sitting in front of the computer. My body is just, oh my, it's not happy. So bend pull-aparts, okay? Very simple exercise. You just need a bend. That's all you need. All you do is retract your shoulder blades. Okay, retract your shoulder blades back down, and you pull the band apart. Bend, pull apart. Genius, huh? But you do a couple of these, 10, 15, 20, depending on the band's strength and elasticity, and you will feel your back muscles activated. Now that's one. Also, I do this bending forward because this already puts more strain and stress and asks my lower back, hey bro, wake up, motherfucker. So I'm bending, and in this way I am opening my arms. I have to fight against gravity here. My arms fight against the gravity. My lower back. Alright, when that's done, I do trap raises. This can be done again with some weights. I do that sometimes, but in the morning is simple mobility. So I do a I trap raise, the letter I. Then I do a letter Y, like you, opening my arms. So this is I, and this is Y, and this was the T, opening to the side. All right, so once that's done, I do a stretching routine, which will come up soon. But first I will finish my strength training so we don't go into 2-hour workout. So see you in the stretching. And now we are moving on to part 3, stretching. Part 3. Well, part 3 is coming from Flow 60, which I am an instructor of, which is a method to get yourself calm and relaxed. So because of my disc herniation, I now do modified stretches. The normal stretch would be bending forward, right? This would be bending forward. But because of my disc herniation, I am very aware and methodical on when and how do I bend my lumbar spine. So I don't bend my spine necessarily. I hinge from my hips. So right now my spine, everything is straight, and I am putting pressure through my wrists, palms, so I can stretch the legs. But this is stretching, pointing my toes back, and this is intense stretch for me. It's crazy, right? Well, yes, but that's where I am now after months and months of injury and not being really able to move the way I want. So because this, I don't want now to stretch and increase my flexibility with this. What I want is to relax my muscles. So relaxing the muscles is total different than to stretch the muscles. Relaxing the muscles is putting them into a slight flexibility stretch, but I don't point my toes back towards me. Now that would increase the flexibility, the stretch, the tension on my muscles. So therefore I don't do that, and I rotate my leg a little bit out, in. I feel my nerves, I feel my muscles being very sensitive, being pulled. And you know, that will be my rebuilding phase. As humbling as it is, my body, this is where the body is. So gotta accept it. which is I can't do anything else about it then accept and make changes. So usually I hold these relaxation stretches for longer, but this practice is already almost an hour, this video, and it's a lot of time, but it's my health. And I don't understand how people don't prioritize their health and they move their body and eat healthy. I just don't understand how can people be so overweight. Well, I do, because I was. So no offense, I don't criticize anyone. I'm just saying I don't understand. But I do, because I've been fat, I've been overweight, I've been out of shape. And the more you love yourself, the more you put in to yourself, the more you invest into yourself, the more you believe in yourself. The more you believe in yourself, the more you love yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you believe in yourself. So it's a two-way street. It's a feedback loop. Love breeds discipline, and discipline breeds love. So this is not the deepest I can go. I can go deeper, but I don't want to force it. Like this is for me, let's say around 70 to 80% of the stretch. And I breathe and relax. Then I do the opposite leg. And I again start from the floor. Now, because I'm filming this video, I skipped my calf stretch, which is very important for me. I'll do it later. But that's what I start with. Calf stretch, tibia stretch, like laying on my legs like this, but with my both legs. Then I stretch my hamstrings from side to side, covering each part of it. Breathing deeply into the body. So this is not for me to gain so much flexibility, but to relax the body, the nervous system, the muscles. Now, I am stretching my groin too. Again, this one is not the deepest stretch that I can get to. I can get deeper, but it's about to relax. I relax. I come further if I need to. Stretching my quads. Now the angle is not the best. Stretching my quad, relaxing, and my psoas, squeezing my glute. Now this would be stretching. This is intense stretch on it. This is around 60 to 70, maybe to 80%. I open up to the other side of my body with my arms and literally creating space in my body by breath. All right? I repeat this on the other side. Continue this to my full body. Now, for the ease of flow for this video, I'll lay down on my back and I will perform the breath work that I usually do, which is hyperventilation. The Wim Hof breath work, Tumo breath, whatever you want to call it, fire breath, not Tumo. Don't do it too much, too long, too often, but I find it that it really puts me into that high and light feeling. So let's say I continued my stretching and I finished with it. Now I am going into almost the last portion, which is the breath work. And beginners can take 5 slow, 5 medium, 5 deep breaths, or 10 or 30. For the ease of this video now, I will take only 10 slow, 10 medium, and 10 fast deep breaths, followed by a fully exhale hold as long as I can, and then an inhale hold. So let's start. Deeply into the belly and chest. Last one. Increase the speed. Last one. Increase the speed to fast, deep inhales. Fully exhale and hold as long as you can. Whenever you cannot hold it longer, take a slow, deep inhale into the belly, chest, and head. Squeeze it into your head and hold it as long as it's comfortable. Once you're done with this, you can slowly move your body, wake up. And my morning routine essentially is done with this. The last thing I do, the first thing I do, and the last thing I do of my morning routine is I meditate. I listen within, I calm my mind, and relax my body. Breathe deeply. And essentially, that is my morning routine with some variations. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do that, sometimes I do more Qi Gong, sometimes I do more strength training, sometimes I do more breathwork. It varies, and as I move along on this rebuilding phase of my life, it will vary more and more, and I will share more and more. And so for now, thank you for being with me. All the best.